Hey friends, there's a powerful moment in Scripture that shows the heart of who God really is. Not a God of barely enough, but a God of overflow. It happened on a hillside near the Sea of Galilee. The air was still, the crowd massive. Men, women, and children gathered because they were desperate to hear Jesus. They weren't chasing miracles that day. They were chasing meaning. But as the hours passed, the sun began to set. The disciples grew uneasy and said, "Master, send them away so they can find something to eat." Now, from a practical point of view, it made sense. Thousands of people miles from town and not enough food in sight. But Jesus looked at his disciples, calm and unshaken, and said words that must have stunned them. He said, "You feed them." Can you imagine their faces? Andrew searching the crowd, finding only a boy with 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. It was laughable. A child's lunch in the face of thousands. Still, Jesus said, "Bring it to me." Then he did something remarkable. Friends, he didn't complain about how little there was, and he didn't scold them for poor planning. He gave thanks. And as he broke the bread and blessed it, something divine happened. It multiplied. Piece after piece. Basket after basket. The bread just kept coming. The fish didn't run out. Every hand that reached out found more waiting for them. And here's what most people miss. The miracle didn't just meet the need. It exceeded it. When the meal was over, when every stomach was full, when laughter replaced hunger and satisfaction filled the air, Jesus told his disciples, "Gather the leftovers." Now they picked up 12 baskets, one for every disciple, enough not only to prove his power, but to remind them, when you trust me, you'll never walk away empty-handed. That's powerful. And maybe today you feel like that crowd. You're weary, uncertain, wondering how your little can ever be enough. Maybe your faith even feels small. Your resources limited, or your strength is almost gone. But here's the truth. Our God specializes in taking small things and turning them into something extraordinary. When you come to him saying, "Lord, just help me survive this season," he says, "I'm going to help you thrive in this season." When you whisper, "God, please help me pay this bill," he's already planning to bless you with financial peace and provision beyond what you've ever known. When you pray, "Just heal my heart enough to move on," he's preparing to restore your joy, renew your hope, and give you beauty for ashes. That's the God we serve. He's not just answering prayers. He's writing redemption stories. He's not giving you a portion. He's preparing an abundance. He's not giving you survival. He's calling you into overflow. And I believe Ephesians 3 verse 20 says it beautifully. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Now that means what you're asking for is only the beginning. Your prayer is the seed, not the harvest. So, if you're in a waiting season right now, do not lose hope. If the doors haven't opened yet, if the healing hasn't come, if the dream hasn't come to life, remember the loaves and fishes. What looked like not enough was already more than enough in Jesus' hands. Your story is still unfolding. God's timing may feel slow, but His blessing will be worth the wait. And when it arrives, when you finally stand in that answered prayer, you'll see it clearly. He didn't just give you what you asked for. He gave you more. More love, more peace, more strength, more opportunity, more purpose, and more joy than you ever imagined. Friends, maybe all you have right now are 5 loaves and 2 fish. A little faith, a little hope, a few dreams that seem too small to matter. But when you place them in the hands of Jesus, you'll discover that little in His hands becomes limitless. So, stay faithful, keep believing, and keep expecting, because God is about to show you that your not enough was just the setup for His more than enough. And when it happens, when the doors open, the healing comes, and the peace floods your heart, you'll whisper through tears, "Lord, you gave me more than I ever asked for. Thank you." And God will bless you, my friends.